Hey everyone, welcome to my video. So today I'm doing a review on a makeup brand I kind of used in the past, but sort of not really. And that is Kat Von D. I've got the Lock-It-In foundation as well as the primer. I've read online that apparently these two go amazingly well together. Now, the reason I got this is because it's incredibly high coverage and I've heard it's really good for oily skin. Now at the moment, my skin is kind of oily as well as I've got a bit of a breakout. So I wanted to try this out and hopefully it would become my go-to, you know, amazingly flawless skin foundation. Bearing in mind, I did wear it to work yesterday and it didn't work out. It was actually a monumental disaster and I had a really stressful day at work and I needed something that was going to make me look flawless. I thought I looked good. At the end of the day, I looked in the mirror and went, oh my God, it had cracked up. There were like, it had oxidized. There were just like patches of foundation all over my skin and it was oily and my skin's pores were just magnified. It was atrocious and I was like, shit, it's really hard to return to Sephora in Australia. So I was like, crap, now I'm stuck with this. But having said that, I'm going to give it one more go today in the video, and then if not, I'll see whether maybe I can sell it on an online makeup selling forum, because I only use it twice now and I look after my things. So the colour that I'm using in the Lock-It-In foundation is Light 46. So this is a light skin tone with pink undertones. I think I'm pink undertoned. I'm certainly not yellow. So yeah, yesterday the colour did look really good. I think my mistake may have been in applying 2 coats of it. Maybe 1 coat and a bit of concealer should be sufficient, as it is quite high coverage. Potentially also, I wonder if my setting spray, I use Australis setting spray, so I use this, may have reacted with it somehow. I'm not going to give up. Because there's so many good reviews on the foundation, I'm going to keep going. So, alright, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and use the base. So I'm going to try with 1 pump. So let's see how I go. 1 pump's actually quite generous. So it's more of a sheer cream, but not too sheer. I think 1 pump is sufficient for my face, and I'm not someone who has a small head. It has a slight scent to it, like a soapy scent. Not entirely enjoyable. Okay, that's the base done. I'll just give it a moment to set. Now what I might also do, because of the way the foundation sat on my skin yesterday, I'm going to put the concealer on underneath rather than on top. I feel like the formula of the foundation is a little different to what I've used in the past, and that once it's on, and anything you put on top, you'll be very careful with. So the concealer I'll use is my go-to Dermablend Smooth Indulgence Concealer. It's also got sunscreen in it. This is in the colour Nude, which seems to suit my pasty skin. I only use a little bit at a time. This shit is expensive. It's 40 bucks. But it covers like nothing else. So I don't know why pimples are on one side of the face and not the other. Like mostly. Unless I'm sleeping on one side of the face. Also, I've got a bruise on my forehead. Just there. It's right next to like a healing pimple. I was just checked out of a hotel and I was putting my luggage in my boot of my car and I backed in because backing in is awesome. And it's always easy to go out. I figure you get to a location, you're tired, you do yourself a future solid, and so you get out in the morning, you're like, hey, I don't have to try and like look over my shoulder. I can just see where I'm going, drive straight out and be a super champion. Well, I backed in and then there was a gigantic tree above me and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get tree leaves in my hair or on my face. No, I'm too smart for that. And then the boot was there and I had the boot up and I somehow went douche. And the other day I'm like, far out, this pimple's really sore. I thought it was healing. What's wrong with me? And I had a look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, there's a bruise. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. Slight bruise. My war wound. I know, I'll be okay. Okay, so the method of application that I'm using is a random beauty blender that's kind of on its last legs a little bit, but I've got like 10 spare, so whatevs. I'm not going to do 2 layers. That was my mistake yesterday. Oh, can you hear that? My neighbours have doof doof music going. Sorry. Anyway, 1 pump should be sufficient. So you can see it's quite a generous pump. What I'm going to do is like what I do normally with my foundation, dot it around the face. That way I've kind of got little bits in every area. And then I'm just going to blend the shit out of it. Oh yeah, I love this Doof Doof song. All I hear is beat. Who has beat? Friggin' Saturday morning, most people are hungover. FYI, I'm not. Sleep hungover. And it's like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Where's the party at? Okay, and rant. It has a slight clay smell to it. Reminds me a little bit of MAC's primary foundation. Yeah, I don't remember the name. But on the glass container. But not as clayey. Now, if you're seeing a bit of a colour difference between my face and my neck, I've been fake tanning the shit out of myself this week. It's fine, that like fake tan makes me feel better and look nicer. And has a visual illusion of you looking like you weigh less. Okay, so look, the application felt really good. It went on easily. It feels like it's a thicker foundation, but not like my skin is suffocating. I'm just going to double check that it's all blended. Okay, look, the colour's really nice. And I can see now why yesterday I went and put on 2 layers, because there is not sufficient coverage over my acne scars, and I don't like that, and I'm tempted now to put some more concealer on. I'm going to stuff it. So I actually thought Kat Von D would be like really heavy duty, and the fact that I can't layer this foundation is a little disturbing, because I don't think I'm gonna have much use for this unless my skin is perfect underneath. Anyway, like, yeah, okay, it looks nice, and it's actually a natural high coverage, but I guess my acne is really bad at the moment. Anyway, it's a matte finish, which is nice, I don't know if you can see, but my skin is not oily at the moment at all. But what I had prepared earlier is I'm going to apply my go-to powder, which is my Ben Nye Fair Translucent Face Powder. Apparently this is very expensive to get on eBay. I did a bit of research. If you want to get it cheap for a decent price, I mean, freaking hell, it's face powder. Scotty's Makeup online. And I think it comes from the US. Mine took about 2 weeks to arrive, but turns out this container freaking lasts forever. So the container I have is 85 grams. So there's more in there, and because I guess it's a powder and it's finely milled, it does compress. So my usual ghetto setup, got it on the back of a palette. I don't need to like buy one of those mixing things, I can just do it here. And then I just use my Sigma brush, put foundation powder all over my camera lens. Alright, one moment. Okay, to be honest, I didn't actually need to put the powder on. I felt like as I was putting it on that it didn't really need that much. I feel like the foundation may need a lot of moisturizer underneath. I think it's quite drying. I only have Hydroderm on my face today because it is a weekend. I try and save my expensive SPF moisturizing creams for the weekdays because that's when I'll use it the most. But yeah, look, I think it's beautiful. My face feels like it can breathe. Even though yesterday I somehow fucked it all up, my face felt really good the whole day. So today I'm going to wear it all day, and I'm sure it'll be fine in the afternoon. I think the method is only one layer, and then you should be good to go. So also Sephora has a deal on at the moment where you get the lock-it-in foundation and a beauty blender, like a legit one, not a fake one like this. I think it's like $69, which means the beauty blender is maybe $10, which if you're wanting the actual real deal beauty blender brand, that is what you can go into and get for quite a good price. I do like the base. If I was able to return the foundation, I probably would, but I do like the base and I like the design. And I remember years ago when we couldn't get Kat Von D in Australia, I used their liquid liner, and I also used one of the palettes, which I've since sold and regret so much because I just wasn't using it. but my impression of those were really good, like high quality, highly pigmented, and I use a parcel forwarding company at the time, and I think I got it from Sephora US. And I'm really glad Sephora is now in Australia and I can get more stuff. So I'll definitely be looking to try out palettes next, maybe even the contouring one. But for now, this is my impression. It could be different to someone else. If you've experienced this foundation, you have any tips for application and making sure it doesn't kind of break up during the day, please let me know, because I want to give this a go. I think I may be doing something wrong. Okay, thanks for watching. Long video. Bye for now.